Supreme Court strikes down penal provision making adultery a criminal offence. The 5-judge bench says Section 497 of the IPC as unconstitutional and arbitrary. 43rd meeting of the India-Bangladesh Joint Committee on Border Management concludes in Aizawl. Meeting focuses on fencing of border with Bangladesh. National Sample Survey Office to conduct time use survey for the first time in India, considering human participation in unpaid services. Several important bills, including Assam electricity tax bill, were tabled in the ongoing Assam legislative session today. And India to play Bangladesh in the Asia Cup cricket final tomorrow. Bangladesh beat Pakistan by 37 runs to enter the final of the tournament. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Ajanta Chaudhary, now with the news in detail. The Supreme Court today strikes down a penal provision making adultery a criminal offence. The court's 5-judge bench, headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra, declared the Section 497 of the IPC as unconstitutional and arbitrary. The apex court said that adultery can be a civil wrong and a ground for divorce, but it cannot be a criminal offence. Section 497 of the Indian Penal Code says that whoever has sexual intercourse with a person who is and whom he knows or has reason to believe to be the wife of another man without the consent or connivance of that man, such sexual intercourse not amounting to the offence of rape is guilty of the offence of adultery. In Mizoram, the 43rd meeting of the India-Bangladesh Joint Committee on Border Management concluded in Aizawl. The meeting focused on fencing of border in Mizoram sector, perseverance of the agenda passed at the latest meeting and procedure to be taken up for stroking of pillars at borders, and the meeting noted the positive impact of border fencing on the livelihoods of the people living in areas adjoining border as well. Talking about the fencing being operated from 150 yards beyond the pillars, the meeting agreed that the issue should be taken up to Ministry of External Affairs for further decision. India team was led by Director Survey of India, P.U. Sanjay Kumar, and Bangladesh by Survey General of Bangladesh, Brigadier General Zakir Ahmed. National Sample Survey Office would conduct time use survey for the first time in India, considering participation of men and women in unpaid services. That was not done earlier. Union Minister for Statistics and Program Implementation, D.V. Sadananda Gaura, today mentioned it at the inaugural function of 3-day All India workshops of trainers for 77th round of NSS and time use survey held in Guwahati. He said the survey would be very much helpful to make an appropriate roadmap to achieve the goal of doubling the farmers' income, to which is a major concern of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Gaura further said that NSSO is instrumental in building the strong statistical database in the country that is required for every government for proper planning, policy formulation and decision making.
That should happen here also in the northeastern states. We are conducting about 3 surveys and 2 annual surveys. That is, one is situation assessment of agricultural households, land and livestock holdings of households, and debt and investments. Practically, this survey will give a big feedback to the government.
Union Minister of State for Home, Kiren Rijiju, said that the Bogibil Bridge over Brahmaputra between Dibrugarh and Dhemaji will be the lifeline between Upper and Arunachal Pradesh once it becomes operational. Visiting the bridge, which is near completion on Wednesday evening, he said that it will be an important link of communication between Upper Assam as well as many other places of Arunachal Pradesh.
Amar Dhemaji DC, SP, सब officer बिलाक आसेले, किंतु review करिबले time नापाले आरो अंधेर हुआ कारणी एतो physical structure भी देखिबले chance नापाले, किंतु जेने का report पाइसे तो October end लोके तो एतो बाकी तो सब हो जाबो लागे, तापिसर.
Normal life was severely affected by the 48-hour Manipur Bandh, which began from the midnight of September 26, called by joint student bodies and supported by several civil society organizations, demanding normalcy in Manipur University and release of all arrested teachers and students without any condition. Shops and business establishments remained closed in the main market, and women market too looked deserted, with women vendors avoiding their business in support of the Bandh. Meanwhile, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh made humble appeal to the striking students to withdraw the strike and come to the negotiating table for an amicable solution of the Manipur University issue for a peaceful academic environment. In Assam Assembly, several important bills were tabled today. Minister of State for Labour, Pallab Lochan Das, moved the Assam Tea Plantation Employees Welfare Fund Amendment Bill 2018 for consideration of the House. Earlier, Industry Minister Chandra Mohan Patwari informed the House that his department has taken up several steps to revamp the Nagaon and Kachar paper mills as early as possible. Cooperative Minister Rihan Doymari said that the Silghat Cooperative Jute Mill has not been shut down, but it is producing about 50 metric tons of jute products every day, and about 600 people are working in the mill. Assam Assembly today passed the Assam Electricity Duty Amendment Bill 2018 by voice vote to empower the State Electricity Board to raise tax on power by 5%. The bill was tabled in the House by Finance Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. Replying to the debate on the bill, Dr. Sarma said that the enhancement of duty on power supply is essential because of increasing prices of fuel and other important items necessary for power production. The opposition Congress staged a walkout from the House, objecting enhancement of duty on power.
তাৰ আজিকালি ইয়াত হ'বলগীয়া একো নাই এটো ভৱিষ্যতে পাৰ্চেন্টেজ হিচাপত চলিব ধীৰে ধীৰে আশংকাটো আপুনি অনুভৱ এটা আশংকা কৰাৰ আৰু কথা নাই টকাটো লৈয়ে আছিল নতুনকৈতো কোনো একো লব যোৱা নাই 20 পইচাৰ জায়গাত শতাংশ হ'ল এতিয়া বাকিটো আশংকা হয়তো কেতিয়াবা দাম বাঢ়িলে আশংকা হ'ব দাম কমিলে আকৌ এটো সুখবৰ হ'ব গতিকে এটো জেনেকে পৰিচালনা হৈ থাকে ভৱিষ্যতলৈকে কিন্তু
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma told the Assembly on Wednesday that the state government would move forward in the direction of a National Register of Citizens (NRC) based on the National Population Register (NPR) in a phase-wise manner and over a period of time by considering all pros and cons and taking all stakeholders into confidence. Observing that an NRC exercise has huge financial implications, the Chief Minister said it could not be done overnight and needed extensive consultations at various levels. He further said the Meghalaya Residents Safety Act had adequate provisions to safeguard the interests of the indigenous people, adding that several entry and exit points are being set up at strategic locations in the state along the interstate boundary to check any possible attempt at infiltration from outside. Tripura BJP State Executive Committee, which met at Khowai on Wednesday, laid emphasis on booth-level organization to reach out to the people for the Lok Sabha elections 2019. Chief Minister and State President Biplab Kumar Deb, Party Prabhari Sunil Deodhar, two central leaders Ajay Jamwal and Phanindra Nath Sharma were present in the Executive Committee meeting. The Chief Minister told the media that the party has decided to make the state self-reliant on food grain production as the state's economy depends on agriculture. Besides, the party wants to give more power to autonomous district council by extending panchayat-like benefits to the village committees. If possible, the state government will back direct funding to the tribal council for the betterment of the indigenous people. In the meeting, leaders gave a full-scale praise to the BJP-led government based on the performance of 6 months. It also decided that the party will ensure central benefits to reach to the common people. Assam government has decided to provide electricity connections free of cost to 28 lakh families of the state by December this year. This was disclosed by Chief Minister Horbananda Khonwal addressing a Poshan Mela at Roha in Nagaon district today. He further said the remunerations to the Anganwadi workers have been increased to 6,500 rupees per month and their assistance will be given 3,200 rupees every month. Chief Minister said that the state government is implementing nutrition program throughout the state for the benefit of children and their mothers. Several ministers, including Social Welfare Minister Promila Rani Brahma, were present on the occasion. In cricket, Bangladesh beat Pakistan by 37 runs to enter the final of the Asia Cup. In the third and final Super 4 ODI encounter in Abu Dhabi, Bangladesh bundled out Pakistan to 202 for 9 in stipulated 50 overs. Earlier, Bangladesh set a victory target of 240 runs for Pakistan. Electing to bat first, they were all out for 239 in 48.5 overs. Bangladesh will now meet India in the finals at Dubai International Stadium on Friday. In Nagaland, the World Tourism Day was observed at the Zunaboto district today with Advisor Tourism, Art and Culture, Age Kihovi Yeptomi as a guest speaker. Addressing the occasion, he said that World Tourism Day was established by the United Nations World Tourism Organization on 27 September 1970. The purpose of this day is to encourage awareness of the importance of tourism, its social, cultural, economic and political value among the international community. It is an opportunity to foster awareness on the actual potential and contribution of tourism towards sustainable development, he said. The idea of this year's World Tourism Day is to help explore the opportunities provided to tourism by technological advances. The United Nations World Tourism Organization sees digital advances and innovation as part of the solution to the challenge of joining continued growth with a more sustainable and responsible tourism sector. In Manipur, with the aim to create awareness about the importance of cleanliness and pollution-free environment during the Swachhata Pakhwara, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar flagged off the Swachh Bharat rally on Wednesday from BT Flyover, Imphal. The rally, which ended at Lamboy Khon, was taken part by around 600 individuals and was organized by 143 Battalion CRPF in association with the United Friends Library and Club. The rally also aims at spreading awareness among tourists and locals to maintain cleanliness in mountains and plains and make them garbage-free zones. Speaking on the occasion, Joy Kumar asked youngsters to spread the word about hygiene around the villages and to understand that hygiene is a very important part of maintaining good health. In Meghalaya, 50% subsidies are being provided to farmers in the state for acquiring equipment and quality seeds apart from imparting training on scientific agriculture, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma told the Assembly during question hour on Wednesday. Lay-by markets in the state would also be extended to newer areas for marketing of agricultural produce, he said, adding that under the Vegetable Development Scheme, farmers were being assisted through subsidies and other measures. Earlier, replying to a question posed by Himalaya Shangpleang of the Opposition Congress, the Minister of Agriculture, Bangtardor Lingdo, informed that a total of 31,439 small and marginal farmers in the state have been provided training on improved methods of scientific farming. And before winding up, the headlines once again. Supreme Court strikes down penal provision making adultery a criminal offence. The 5-judge bench says Section 497 of the IPC as unconstitutional and arbitrary. 43rd meeting of the India-Bangladesh Joint Committee on Border Management concludes in Aizawl. Meeting focuses on fencing a border with Bangladesh. National Sample Survey Office to conduct time use survey for the first time in India, considering human participation in unpaid services. Several important bills, including Assam Electricity Tax Bill, were tabled in the ongoing Assam legislative session today. And India to play Bangladesh in the Asia Cup cricket final tomorrow. Bangladesh beat Pakistan by 37 runs to enter the finals of the tournament. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.